What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Bring the Thunder podcast. I'm here with Landon Thunder Fan Zone. Today, we're just going to go over these fresh new MVP odds for the upcoming NBA 2025-2026 season. Obviously, we got them up on the board here. We're going to go over the top guys, best odds. We'll go over some dark horses that we think that should be a little bit higher. And then at the end of the video, we'll take a glance and we'll each choose our MVP prediction for the 25-26 season. So we'll start off. Obviously, they're going to have Jokic at the top. I mean, MVP 2 years ago, runner-up this year that just passed. So, I mean, Jokic, Shai, the MVP the player who's coming off the MVP this past season. Giannis was also third in MVP this past season. And then the list gets a little wonky. Landon, general thoughts, man, because I could go all over the place with this.
I don't mind them putting Jokic at one, just the pure consistency. He puts up the stats every season to be in the MVP race, and the Nuggets are a good team. They'll be at the top of the West. Giannis third, it makes a little bit of sense to me because the Bucks don't have a ton of creators, so Giannis is going to have the ball in his hands a ton. But even with the East being kind of mediocre going into next year, I don't know if the Bucks will be high enough in the standings for him to get any MVP recognition. Same with Luka, the Lakers. I don't know if they'll be high enough for him to get MVP recognition. Do I think he'll have MVP like type stats to be in the MVP race? Yeah, but I don't know if the Lakers will be good enough. Anthony Edwards, I mean, I don't mind it. I think he's a really solid player. I could see him being like the third or fourth guy in the race, but I don't think he'll be able to top SGA or Jokic. Wemby, I just don't know why he's there, to be honest. He's young. I don't think he's there yet. Could I see him winning MVP within like the next 5 years? Yeah, but now, no. Cade Cunningham and Brunson, I actually like those ones. I think the Pistons and Knicks could be top teams in the East. I think Brunson's probably I don't know about Brunson because he has so many other scoring options around him. He has Bridges, OG, Cat at center. So I don't know if he'll like be able to have MVP production with those guys around them.
It's a interesting list. Interesting list for sure. I mean, obviously the top two guys heavily favored as they should be. Probably, regarding injuries and stuff like that, if everyone still stays healthy, those will most likely be the top two again. I don't see really anything changing up. We go over a few guys that aren't on this, top list. If we want to scroll down a little bit here, I mean, there's one guy that I think we both agree that, the situation he's in, he should be much higher. Kevin Durant. I mean, they're projecting this Houston Rockets team to be top 3 in the West. He's going to be the best player on that team by far. Why is he so low down here? But below Embiid? Come on.
I almost think they're betting on him to sit games and not play But if like they need Kevin Durant, if they want to be at the top of the West and secure home court advantage for the playoffs, he's going to have to play.
Right. But I completely agree with that. I mean, I don't know.
There was a line,
go ahead.
If you set out a line for 30 points, for him to average 30 points this season, I would take the over though.
On Durant?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have to carry that Houston offense.
I think
they don't have any weapons on that team offensively.
I think this is a 30-point season for him. Of course, he'll be efficient. Kevin Durant's an efficient player.
I could definitely see that happening, but I mean, having Wembanyama over Durant, when you're projecting the Rockets to be much better than San Antonio, doesn't really make much sense to me.
Also, if you're going to put Brunson and Cade Cunningham that high, why is Donovan Mitchell not right there with them? Aren't the Cavs the favorites to win the East?
Right.
So why
they are the favorites
right there?
They are the favorites to win the East. So excellent point. I mean, Mitchell should be right up there with him. I mean, I think Mitchell was higher than them at throughout most of last season. And if the Cavs, continue to be a really good regular season team, he should be up there as well.
And and then Mitchell will randomly sprinkle in some like 40, 50-point games on his stat line, and that just boosts his point averages.
Yeah, this list is a little bit all over the place. I can understand the top guys, but yeah, if you're going to throw Brunson and Cade, you throw Mitchell right with them. I don't necessarily think you throw Embiid up there, knowing that he has trouble playing the
Game
qualification
of
for.
basketball.
So, and then you got John Morant over LeBron. I don't care how old LeBron is. I don't think John Morant should ever be over LeBron. Um, crazy list to me. I can accept the top 3 or 4 though, outside of Wemby.
Yeah. Some of it's also strategic. Vegas just kind of puts some guys lower than they should be just so people put money on them. They're just playing the odds game.
Yeah, a lot of people, you see LeBron at plus 15,000. You're like, all right, let me just put $10 on this just in case. But I mean, can you scroll up to Shai's prop there? Shai's odds.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, second best odds at plus 250 at the moment. Listen, dude had one of the better guard seasons of all time this past season. 33 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Do we see
He's
it?
only hitting. Yeah, he's only hitting what's considered the peak now. But I think he'll get better individually, but I think since we're getting a full season of J-Dub and Chet at his side, if Chet and J-Dub both stay healthy, that might take the ball a little bit out of his hands a little more because Chet and J-Dub are obviously scorers. They got to get the ball too. Yeah, I think it's between him and Jokic, to be honest.
I think with that being said, with Chet and J-Dub hopefully healthy throughout the year, I think we could see his playmaking and his assists go up per game this year.
That's true.
6.4 last year, 6.2 the year before. I mean, he's probably going to have the most weapons he's ever had coming into this season. So we know what he can do scoring. We know he's probably the best scorer in the league. If those
he did have that
are pushing 8 or 9 assists per game, he could be right back in that MVP race.
Yeah, there was moments in the playoffs where he became a playmaker in some games rather than just looking to score.
Right.
Because defenses were just closing in on him and doubling him, forcing him to pass.
But I do think it's appropriate to put Shai, second best odds because 1, it's hard to win back-to-back MVPs. 2, I mean, if anytime you're going up against a guy who's averaging a triple-double per night, I mean, you got to put him at 1. And his team upgraded Jokic, so I don't know if his stats get much better, but their record should get better.
I don't think Kevin Durant being that third guy is ridiculous to say.
No, I don't either. If their projections hit, right, top 3 in the West, solid team, Durant's hitting about 30 points per game because that offense needs him to. Easily could be top 3 guy in the MVP race. They took the past 3 from this year and put them top 3. I don't understand the Victor. Victor's gonna win multiple MVPs most likely. Not yet, bro. It's not his time yet. The team's not ready yet. I don't know where that's coming from.
The record's not there. The scoring options aren't there. I mean, I guess Fox is a good scorer, but
yeah, I mean they got Fox and they got a second-year sophomore in Castle, rookie and Harper, and then Wemby. We'll see. We'll see what goes on in San Antonio. They're getting there, but I don't think they're there yet. But anyway, I guess with that being said, I'm gonna ask you first. 1 dark horse. I think we already mentioned that, and then your MVP prediction for winner.
Yeah, we mentioned it. I'm taking KD as my main dark horse, and then Donovan Mitchell as my secondary dark horse. For MVP, I think it goes to Jokic this year. I'm going to be honest. I think he has a big season again, and then the voter fatigue from Shai. They got a lot of backlash from the Jokic backers last year for not picking Jokic, and I feel like Jokic is going to have a season, dude. I don't know. I feel like he's going to be on a mission after winning a 7-game series against the Clippers and then getting bounced in 7 by the Thunder. I feel like he's actually going to play pretty motivated this year. Yeah, and I feel like having Cam Johnson as a shooter, MPJ's shot selection, that dude would shoot almost anytime MPJ was somewhat open, it was a shot in the air. I feel like Cam Johnson will pass it to him more.
Right. Yeah, no, because Cam Johnson is actually a playmaker as well. He could create his own shot off the dribble. He's a smart player. So, yeah, I absolutely agree. My dark horse, on the other hand, I agree with the Durant, but I'm not going to steal Durant. I'm going to go with Jalen Brunson. I think, to me, they're the best team in the Eastern Conference right now, and he's the best player on that team. You did mention they got multiple people around him that could also score, but when it comes down to it, I mean, he's their guy. He's the one in the clutch making all the shots. He's dropping 40. So if they have a dominant season in the East like I expect them to, he should be up there for debate anyway. And then my winner, listen, I hate to say it, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say Jokic for one reason. I think Shai's gonna be phenomenal again. I think his playmaking is gonna go up. I do think this season you're gonna see like J-Dub reach a new height. I think you're gonna see Chet step up big
And I
time.
think that's what I think too, and I think that will take some of the spotlight off of Shai.
Right. I also think you're going to see Wiggins step up a little bit more. Kaysen's going to get into a bigger role. So we got a bunch of players coming up where
I don't think it will be Shai. Shai is worse. I think everyone will just get better around Shai, and that will make him more of a playmaker.
Exactly.
MVP voters put scoring a lot into their decision, and Shai won't be scoring as much if everyone around him gets better.
Right, and I do think with Denver, I think they got better. I think they have the potential to be the 1 seed. I think OKC will still be the 1 seed, but I think if Jokic has a similar season to last year, even a little bit worse, I think Denver is going to be much better. The record will be much better, and I think they're going to give the MVP to Jokic. That's my spiel there.
I can't say I disagree with that.
I guess that's it. I mean, I see Luka. I'm not going to talk about Luka much. I don't have anything really to say about the Lakers at the moment.
Can't say I'm high on them.
No, definitely wouldn't say that. But maybe, but anything else left to cover? I think that's all.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
All right. I guess we'll wrap up. Everyone, appreciate you guys watching. Drop in the comments, who do you think is going to win the MVP in this coming season? Give us your takes. Give us your thoughts. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. It's free to do. And I guess we'll see you guys next time.